to Zimbo TVG Eshama News. Here it is, Daniel's Abigail. Headlines: Driver jailed 15 years for defiling stepdaughter. Laborer jailed 8 years for defiling neighbor's daughter. 3 young siblings laid to rest after dying from suspected bedbug fumigation in Asawase. Give us honeymoon period to put things in place if we win. A 47-year-old driver who had sex with his 13-year-old daughter at Bedbug in Accra has been sentenced to 15 years imprisonment by the gender-based court at the police headquarters. Joseph Jackson is said to have taken advantage of the absence of a victim's mother and defiled the 30-year-old twice. He repeated the act after promising to oppress the victim's family with a sheep. Charged with defilement, Jackson pleaded guilty. The court presided over by Dora Enshon in Kumasa convicted Jackson on his plea. Chief Inspector Opoku Anyichi, who had held the brief of Chief Inspector Simon Tekbo, narrated that the complainant was a teacher and a friend of the mother of the victim. The prosecution said the accused person, now a convict, was the stepfather of the victim. The prosecution contended with that victim, along with her mother, siblings, and the accused person, lived together in a recent residence located in Bedbug near Wecha in Accra. In 2023, the prosecution said the victim's mother traveled to Ajumako in the central region to visit some family relations and left the children in the care of the accused person. The court held that the accused person took advantage of the absence of his wife and had sexual intercourse with the victim. The prosecution said the victim informed her mother upon her return. It said the victim's mother then summoned the accused person before some family hearings, and while deliberating on the matter, Jackson admitted the offense and promised to appeal the victim's family with a sheep. On December 26, 2023, in the evening, Jackson had another sexual intercourse with the victim. The prosecution said the victim narrated her ordeal to the complainant on January 4, 2024. A complaint was loaded in the Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit, which are Divisional Police Command, and a medical form was issued to the complainant to send to the victim in hospital for examination and treatment. The gender-based violence court has sentenced Joseph Yadu, aka Kujo, to 8 years imprisonment for defiling a 40-year girl at New Amman from Accra. The 25-year-old laborer, charged with defilement, pleaded guilty. The court presided over by Dora Enshon in Kumasa convicted Yadu on his plea. Chief Inspector Opoku Anyichi, who held the brief of Detective Chief Inspector Simon Tekbo, said the complainant was a seamstress and a mother of the victim. The prosecution said the accused person and the complainant were neighbors and that they all resided at New Amafo in Accra. It told the court that the complainant was a good friend of the accused person's wife and that accused and his wife had been sending the victims on an errand. In May 2023, the complainant and the accused person's wife left for work at Odoko, and the accused person took advantage of their absence and lured the victim into his room and had sexual intercourse with her. The prosecution said in October 2023, the accused person again had sexual intercourse with the victim in different houses, but in the same area. It told the court that in the same month, the complaint dictated that the victim was pregnant and asked she mentioned the accused person as responsible for the pregnancy. On December 7, 2023, a report was made to the Wecha Devotional, DOFSU, and a medical form was issued, so the complainant would take the victim to the hospital for examination and treatment. The accused was subsequently arrested and subjected to the investigation. 3 young siblings have been laid to rest after they reportedly died from a fumigation essay against bedbugs in their room by an uncle in Asawase, a suburb of Kumase in the Ashanti region. The funeral rites of the deceased, Mary Magdalene Efua France, 8 years old, Christian Anna Benin Jacob France, 5 years old, and Judith Ekwa France, 11 was held on Saturday, January 30, 2024. It was sorrowful and solemn moment for the family and sympathizers who thronged the funeral grounds at Asawase railway quarters to pay their last respect to their children. The three believed to have died after their long exposure to the fumigants when they paid visit to their grandparents' home in Asawase. Disinfection against bedbugs. On December 28, 2023, the three siblings who lived at Pakoso, a suburb of the Asankoro Mampong municipality with their mother, visited their grandmother for the Christmas holidays. While preparing a room for their stay, their uncle Anthony France sprayed the fumigant identified as toxtotic fumigation tablets, also known as bomb, to disinfect the room against bedbugs. But the three siblings, together with their 66-year-old grandmother, Ekwa Jabena, were found unconscious and rushed to the Mahin Government Hospital the next morning after sleeping in the room for the night. Magdalene and Christian, however, died upon arrival at the hospital, while their grandmother and other siblings were hospitalized. Judith later passed on while on admission. The incident has since thrown the community into anguish and grief. I was informed about the incident by a friend in my electoral area while on a visit to the hospital. I rushed to the ward and realized two of the victims had passed on. The grandmother and the elder niece were also on admission at the emergency center of the Comfort Anoche Teaching Hospital for further treatment. I assisted them and we all came to the police station, and the uncle of the deceased who applied the chemical was arrested and detained. Recount Martin Amisha, assembly member of the Asawase East electoral area. Uncle provisionally struck with medal of 3. Police in the region obtained the uncle of the deceased as it launched investigation to establish circumstances leading to the tragic death of the three. In his second appearance in the court on Tuesday, January 9, 2024, Anthony was slapped with a provisional charge of murder, while prosecution sought ample time to probe the incident. However, defense counsel Evans Amekwa prayed the court for a bail for his client until he deserved the right to be granted bail while investigation continued. The defense attorney insists that the incident was pregnant and beseeched the police to soften its stance against his clients. Anthony was subsequently granted bail of 20,000 Ghana cedis with two suggested by the Asankoro Mampo District Court. The case was adjourned to January 23, 2024. Former President John Mahama is urging Ghanaians, particularly trade and labor group, to grant him a grace period of his successful regained power. This request comes in a response to the increased demand for improved condition of services from this group. Addressing attendees at the Campus Connect event in Kokwe, the National Democratic Congress NDC flag bearers stressed the importance of allowing them to revive the economy before tackling specific demands. And you will realize the harm that the NPP administration has done to Ghana economy. This country is broke, and so we will beg you that when we come into the office, give us a piece of a honeymoon. Let us put things in place so that we will bring the economy back on its feet. Mahama emphasized that his party is exercising caution in making promises for the 2024 election, considering the challenges facing the Alenka economy. And I will plead with all the teachers union, NAT, NAGRAT, UTAP, ENTEL, and all of them. I know all of you are clamoring for allowances. Let me assure you that in 2025, when we take over, we will show you the book and the finances of the country. Mr. Mahama was speaking during his Building Ghana talk of the voter, where he assured that his company could not engage in atrocious pledges ahead of the 2024 election. And when we have done that, we can accede to your demands again. And that is why I'm being very patient in the promises that I made, because we all know the crisis in which the country has been plunged. Thanks for watching Zimo TV GH Online News.